We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Hello friends, myself Viral Bilad. I work as a lecturer in Computer Engineering Department in Vallabh Buddhi Polytechnic, which is located in Navsari. Our institute offers 4 different courses: civil, computer, electrical and mechanical. Okay. Here we start our topic. Today we are going to see ADO.NET with practical example. In last video we have seen what is ADO.NET theoretically. Okay. Today we have seen one of the class of ADO.NET, connection class. Okay. Here we see that. Okay. In previous video we have seen one example, one front end and back end. What is ADO.NET? ADO.NET is used to provide connection between front end and back end. Okay. Here we can start with our example. Okay. In this application I have designed one form with 4 student detail, enrollment number, student name, contact and city. In this, what we have to do, create a connection between window form and database. Okay. Our Windows application is called front end and our database is called back end. We have to create a connection between back end and front end. Okay. For that we have one technology is called ADO.NET. Okay. Here I have designed a designing page in window form. We will first create a backend. So I will use the database in SQL Server. Okay, inbuilt database I will use. So add the database. What is the step? In application, right click on that, add new item, scroll down. Here you can see service based database. Select here. Our database extension will be .mdf. And I will give my database name as db. Okay. Add this. Next. Okay. Here you can see our database in Server Explorer. You can see in Server Explorer db.mdf. Okay. Now click on this arrow. Here you can see it's different controls like database diagram, tables, views, concern, synonym. Here you can see a tables folder. Click on end arrow. At this time there is no table, so we have to create a new table. To creating a new table, simply right click on that, click on add new table. Okay. So I will create the table with 4 columns. First is enrollment number. Okay, I will give its data type is numeric. What is our second one? Student name. Its data type will give data type as varchar. Third, contact. Its data type will be numeric. Again, last one is city. Data type will be varchar. There is a 4 student detail. we have to enter in our database. So we have created one table with 4 columns. Okay, now we'll save. Simply press Ctrl S. Okay, I will give table name as student. Okay. Okay, now you can see in table folder I have created one table as name with student. Okay, now I want to see a data of this table. Simply right click on this, show table data. Okay, right now there is no data in this table. Okay, the first component of ADO.NET is connection class. Okay, so we have to connection between Windows Form with this database. In other words, we can say connection between backend and front end. For that, .NET framework provide one technology is called ADO.NET. In ADO.NET, there are 4 classes we have seen in last video. It's 4 class. First one is connection, second is command, third is data adapter, and fourth is data reader. We are seeing in this video first component, that is connection class. Okay, for creating a connection class there is simple 4 steps we have to do to create a connection class. The first step is create object of connection class. Okay, so simply I will click on form to go in coding page. It's form one's load event. Okay, so before using our database in what? SQL server. So we have to include its namespace. To include namespace, simply write imports system dot data dot SQL client. Okay, SQL client is what? Namespace of SQL server. Why we have write SQL client? Because we are using SQL server database. If I use Oracle database, at that time I will use namespace as Oracle. Okay, right now I am using SQL server, so I write SQL client. Okay, so first step, create object connection class. Its first step is first declare namespace for database. So we have declared import system.sql client, and next step is create object. Okay, we have seen in last video connection class we have to declare its object with using, we create a object as name with as SQL connection. There is a SQL connection. Okay, it's a class which I have created an object with CN name. Okay, now in this program I will use this class as CN object. Okay, I can use this declaration is also in private event. Okay, now we have to create a connection. Here is the first step completed. Create object connection. Second step is initialize object with connection string. That means we have create object name as CN, we have to initialize with connection string. Okay, our object name is CN equal to new SQL connection round bracket start, and in between double quotes we have to paste connection string which have a connection between database and our application. Okay, for that simple step, simply click on our database. Okay, right click, and go in property. Okay, you can see a connection string with its property. Click here, select it and copy that string and paste between that double quotes, and simply remove these double quotes. Here you can see. Okay, here is a step with initialize object with connection string. Now third step is call open procedure to open connection, and fourth step is call close procedure to close connection. Okay, to open connection we have simple step object name with cn dot open, with close connection cn dot close. After opening a connection, I simply display a message with message box. Simply I print database connection success. Okay, now I will run this application. Here you can see database connection successfully. When I click on OK, then I will form will display. Okay, so I have written this code on form load event. When my form is load, then this connection will establish and check the connection is successfully connected or not. Okay, here is the connection class we have seen in this video. Now we will see a next class, command class, in next video. I hope you understand what is a connection class.